get exposed through cold and morals. Ooh. I get the remedy, God is the centerpiece. Pray for my enemies, pray for my enemies. I get the tendency, you kind of finicky, huh? Dot on his head, dot on his nose. Follow the lamb, don't follow the goat. Pray for the homie, he died from. I've been dealing, billing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a cook in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons by confessions. Go to the higher. These ain't come from the cause. We different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force. Just fighting the demons, really for lifers.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Check,
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ready, set. 52 blaster.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now, that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And out across midfield down to the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Vikings at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Fighting, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Now McCarthy. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's into space past the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go.
Here's McCarthy. That is caught. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Go, set. 60, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. 18, right here.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Hurt. Check smash.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand.
Is a turnover on downs.
Hey, check mega. Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
Out of his end zone, Young. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Sanders. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Young loses it. And the Vikings pick up the football. score for the Vikings. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. They kick it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
I can say this from experience, especially from a defensive back's perspective. There's not many things more terrifying than a toss sweep or a pitch play and all that beef out in front of the runner.
Yeah, I had an old coach say 3 words on those plays, toss or pitch. Set the edge. Heard him over and over.
A lot of times they'll roll the edge, and when they do that, that's why you can go for a long way.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
On the set.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. McCarthy going to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st down and golden goal.
Barkley is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Young will set to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Come on, blaster, stick. It's still black. Black ultra.
Young. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's the Panthers punter now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. McCarthy off the play fake. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
To the air with McCarthy. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
79. Switch gears.
Up the middle with Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock. and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Final play of the half, Young. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
One thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Throwing again, McCarthy. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now McCarthy. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here we go.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Ready? Half the 60. Half the 60.
Completes this to Addison out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of a yard.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's for
Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Steal, check, steal, that.
Young. He'll find McMillan here. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. To throw, Young. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Come on, back.
Here's Young. This is caught by McMillan. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on a catch and run. 30 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing, Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Zay Flowers from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Here's McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw McCarthy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball and continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Jalen Walker just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
60 reps. 60 reps. Green. Steal. Ready.
Young to throw it. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
On for the extra point.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
Throwing is McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On play action, now McCarthy. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
43. Strike, blue striker. Ready.
Young will set to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And his throw is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for the Panthers. First down.
Ready.
Young now. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
35.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers, aren't we?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. To the air with McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. It's Horton. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Saquon Barkley, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status,
and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
and think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 105 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Go! Viking 18.
Now Saquon Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and goal.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Minnesota, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.